Some of our brothers and sisters in the light, including my friend Dawnheart, were responding to a request for help by the Magisters at the Sanctum of the Moon. Apparently, the Twilight's blade has been seen lurking in the area. We expected to hear back from them a while ago, but we've heard nothing. Given the strength of the party that went, Talia and I wanted some additional backup before we looked into the issue. Care to lend a hand? The cultists are boldly showing themselves, but I don't see Dawnheart and the others. We need to figure out what the Twilight's blade is trying to do here. We also need to get rid of these cultists so the Magisters can get back to their work building runestones. Take out as many cultists as you can. See if any of them are carrying information we can use.
The Twilight's blade are acting boldly in their takeover here. None of these Magisters have any information for us. We'll hold this end of the bridge and protect any Magisters who escape. You get in there and look for signs of the missing paladins. Were they taken? Did they put up a fight? Or were they ambushed? Are they still armored? I have a bad feeling we are running out of time.
corpse of this Blood Knight has been horribly mangled and tainted by void magic. He put up a fight, but was unable to survive. Salandria will want to know of this.
Well, we know more. They were here at one point, but they've been taken, unarmed. Now we need to find out where to.
Baladash Malanore. Are you ready? Let's go!
Good job out there. We'll need to find more if we're going to find our missing friends. Those bastards, they'll pay for Sumberson's death. We need to find out where the paladins were taken. Easiest way to do that is ask. Under a bit of duress. Find an isolated target, beat them down, and then drag them to the hollow on the other side of the sanctum. Talia and I will get the civilians to safety and meet you there. Now we can force some answers. We need to know where Dawnheart and the others were taken. This one doesn't seem to want to talk. But we can fix that!
Baladash Malanore.
The ruins of Deathholm. They better be alive when we get there.
What's...
Thanks to our friend. Here. We know the missing paladins were taken to Deathholm. We have to find them before it's too late. Salandria, and I will meet you there. Good you made it. Now let's save those paladins. Our friends are being held in this area. I have no idea what state we'll find them in, but I pray they are at least alive. Help me find and free our missing paladins in the ruins of Deathholm.
Are you ready? Let's...
Those monsters will pay for what they have done. Take out any Twilight's Blade cultists you see. We'll scour them from Eversong for good. We need to make it clear to these cultists that they aren't welcome. Tear down their banners and destroy their books and supplies. Do whatever you can to wreck their camp.
The Paladin has been brutally sacrificed to unnamed forces of the Void. Her sightless eyes stare at the heavens.
Enubilore Delana. Glory to the Sindora.
Choose travel.
We have wiped Eversong clean of their filth.
Are you...
Good work. Even if they come crawling back, they won't find much.
All things considered, this was a good result. I wish, well, we couldn't save everyone, but we could save most of them. I guess that's as much as anyone can ask for in a situation like this.
We'll crush their leader, for justice and the light!
I'll see you again soon, right?
We'll mourn the lost and celebrate those who survived. Thank you, champion.
In hindsight, we should have gone drinking in neutral territory. Gidwin and I were here in Silvermoon on vacation when the Fourth War broke out. We escaped the city but left behind a rather large bar tab. Gidwin's run off to the place we were staying to find an expensive item we'd left behind. But he's late. Would you go find him while I keep this debt collector busy? He should have been back by now.
No, I've got it! Stand back! What's on your mind?
You mean why we left it behind? Or why no one has repossessed everything?
Gidwin thinks for a second.
Why hasn't he sold this place? We're hardly ever here. He has been paying dues on it forever, while it is sat empty. Anyway, we had to flee the city when the Fourth War broke out. Not much time to dust and mop.
He looks back at the spider.
That blasted thing must have poked around our potion supply.
Whoop! When Taranar and I escaped the city before, we left some things behind. An open bar tab, sure. But we'd also bought souvenirs for some of our friends. Could you look around for them? They're somewhere in this mess. That spider! It blasted me right as I walked in the door. I've been gooped by one spider too many. What with all the Nerubians we've been punching lately? I saw something around its the corner of my eye. It's an artifact we found while fighting the Legion. It ought to fetch a good price. You just have to tear that spider's head off.
What can I do for you? You got my attention.
Have you found all the souvenirs? We got other things for the rest of our crew back in Suramar. But we didn't have time to mail these when we escaped.
These look to be in good shape considering how long we left them here. Not sure if Fiona's even still looking for these, but she'll appreciate the, very late gesture.
Off with you. You got my attention.
This necklace was in a camp we cleared of demons. Must have been for a ritual, but we stopped them from cursing it.
What? That's great, champion. Thank you. Don't tell the elf I got cocooned, all right? That's everything, I think. Can't believe it's been so long since the Fourth War. We left in such a rush. Let's get that necklace to Taranar. He's been waiting long enough.
Thank you for helping us wrap this up, champion. The value of this necklace should easily cover our old bar tab. Giddy wasn't too much trouble, was he?
Anubala Beloriel.
I would advise exploring the city with caution. Not all is what it seems in Silvermoon. The Illidari are performing an investigation which need not be spoken of openly, but you appear formidable. Perhaps you can aid us. My commander, Balath Dawnblade, is heading the investigation. The last I heard, he was surveying the upper terraces of the bazaar. Seek him out, if you would make use of yourself.
your arrival is timely. I will be brief. I believe there is a widespread resurgence of fell magic use happening in Silvermoon, and it must be stopped.
The world still needs defense.
It is not unexpected to sense some fell magic here. There are still warlocks in the city and old fell siphoning chambers, but the evidence I've found so far is more than could be explained by just that. It feels different. This practice has to be widespread, which means someone must be talking about it. I've been rooting around too long to go unnoticed, but perhaps you could covertly listen in on some idle banter around the city. If you learn anything useful, report back to me. I have been sensing powerful fell magic throughout Silvermoon, but this is the first origin point I could locate. The rest were too faint, or perhaps deliberately hidden. Fortunately, this means we now have a specific area to view more closely. We need to gather more evidence. Go around this area and see if you can find more hidden sources of fell. I will grant you a temporary portion of my sight, so that even the slightest hint of fell magic will be obvious to you.
My goods are one of a kind. Treat my wares with care.
Poetry readings, sir. We host.
May my goods serve you well. return when you need more.
The world still needs
Fear drives people to desperate measures, but fell magic isn't a weapon to be wielded lightly. Power comes at a cost they do not understand to, nor are they trained to withstand those dangers. Legion scraps, fell dust, and evidence that both might be getting moved around the city covertly. A sanctioned fell trade would not be resorting to such measures. Then there are the mana worm cores we both found. Safe and dry, but fell still clings to them. Based on what we discovered, I believe the fell is coming from Murder Row. Someone there is breaking down Legion relics and infusing the magic into mana worms for covert siphoning. People are buying it up in droves. We need to figure out who that someone is. Take this worm core with you into the Row and look for more of them. The promise of coin should get you in front of the right person.
Do you have an appointment? They are difficult to secure these days. There is a never-ending stream of well-paying citizens hopeful to discern their futures.
Anu Bala Balorialan.
Anaria Shola.
Ah, welcome to our menagerie. We house a selection of creatures from across Quel'Thalas and beyond. Do not worry if your desired breed requires special licensing for purchase. We are more than happy to have that small inconvenience sorted for you. For a price, naturally.
May my goods serve you well. Are you planning a purchase?
He looks you up and down, remaining silent. You hear quiet chuckling from the others in the room.
Treat my wares with care.
Senua Manore. We endure.
Ah, a new face. I am pleased to see that more Sindoria are beginning to see what we can offer. How
Sunwell's glory shine on you.
My sight remains vigilant.
The denizens of Murder Row are tight-lipped, but any information we manage to uncover will be invaluable.
They mentioned someone named Zane? He's a well-known thug in the Row. Smuggling fell through the Silvermoon Harbor sounds exactly like his style. He doesn't want anyone watching him. Good work pocketing that shipping manifest. That manifest is stamped by the Silvermoon Harbor. It looks like Zane has his smugglers working there to push his fell relic shipments through inspections. If we cut off their supply line at the harbor, we can halt the Felloc down Zane and end it for good. No sense going after the middleman until then. Subterfuge got us this far, so let's keep at it. Head to the harbor and tell them you're picking up Zane's shipment. We'll work from there.
Glory to the Sindora. Baladash Malanore.
My blades are yours.
Zahn is the mastermind here, or at least he seems to be. We'll need to deal with him to truly end this scheme. Taking out their fell supply line at the harbor will stop the situation from getting any worse while we find him.
The illicit rain? Zane's base of operations, perhaps. That receipt mentions Suramar. The fell relics must be getting pilfered from the broken isles, then routed into Silvermoon through a trade line no one would suspect. Clever. We have all the puzzle pieces. Zane smuggles fell relics from the broken isles by stacking the Silvermoon Harbor with his own smugglers. The relics are processed in Murder Row, then fell magic is infused into mana worms for sale and siphoning. Such a convoluted operation might be impressive, if the goals weren't so reckless. Zane is preying on people's fear. He doesn't care who he helps or hurts as long as he rakes in the gold. Let us end it. We'll find the illicit rain in Murder Row and clear it out.
Baladash, Malanore. Shorel Aran.
Greetings.
Come to lend a hand? The war effort has been taxing on Silvermoon's resources. We need to keep our soldiers armed and supplied, but even our seasoned crafters have been overwhelmed. To keep up with demand, we have struck a deal with the Artisans Consortium. If you have your own skills to offer, speak to Marna. She can help you view and place crafting orders.
Are you planning a purchase? Return when you need more.
Fulfilling these work orders is imperative to the war effort. Your services are greatly appreciated.
Remember the Sunwell.
Anaria Shala. Treat my wares with care. May my goods serve you well.
The arcane tome, clearly agitated by something, bears the mark of Silver Moon's Thalassian University. It could be worth investigating.
You there?
Sarvi beckons you closer and lowers her voice.
You looking for work? A Magister gave me 5 gold to find an adventuring type to do some sort of job for him. He said if the person gets it done, I get 5 more. That'll feed me for months. You fit the bill. If you want to try to get paid too, he has a study over by the harbor. Real fancy place, you can't miss it. The guy's name is Aratus.
Ah, so the ruffian was successful. You do certainly look capable. Let us speak, shall we? You will forgive the lack of pleasantries, as this situation requires prompt remediation. All you need know is that I am Aratus, wardsmith of Silver Moon. We are an order of magisters who maintain the city's defenses. I am recovering from a minor battle injury and require aid charging my wardbreaker staff. You will be compensated, and perhaps provided additional opportunities to aid me. I can furnish the details as you work, so long as you are not terribly slow.
Anu Vala Balorialan.
Busier than usual here. We need to act fast. Use the disguise.
You're late. Clock in.
Victory lies ahead.
Perfection! Hey, you're getting excellent exposure from this. Who are you? Who gave you access?
As long as Silvermoon has need of it, I'll give them the Fel they desire.
It ends here, Lithiel.
Wretch! You would deprive this city of the power it craves. Then taste mine! Feel the Fel!
Left to run it. This Fel operation should be done with, for now, at least. It was a pleasure working with you, Champion.
Remain on guard.
Glory to the Sindori.
Do handle the ward breaker carefully. I will not tolerate seeing it damaged.
Making yourself useful is a prized quality in Silvermoon. You are well on your way. Dawnblaze is keeping the blackmailed documents in her study. It is highly warded naturally. The wards themselves are pitifully made. However, she is supplying additional power to them using arcane conduits placed throughout the city. I found the first link in the chain and brought it here to study. It is also warded, but weakly. I theorize that if the conduits are broken in sequence, then the shields on Dawnblaze's study will be vulnerable. Sabotage them, then recover the documents. Understood?
Sunwell's glory shine on you.
As expected, my theory has been proven correct. The only task that remains is breaking the final ward and removing those documents from Dawnblaze's possession. The entrance to Dawnblaze's study is in the terrace just beneath us. Since my magic can project this close to her wards, that means the magic guarding this place has been weakened, as I predicted. Break the larger ward sealing the entrance and find the documents she forged to slander me. I will expect your expedient return to my office thereafter.
What needs bring you here? Sinu Amanore.
I will be taking those documents back.
You ought to be more careful with the affairs in which you entangle yourself. Aradis told you the blackmail was falsa? Of course. He is vying for my position. These receipts would ruin him. He is a warlock, and we have rules about fell magic. It is not banned, but it must be used discreetly. Aradis is not discreet. Magic misuse, unsanctioned demons, fell smuggling bribery. His list of crimes is long, but you need not take my word for it. Aradis has earned many enemies in the city. If you can find him in the row, a man named Jaith could tell you all about our dear warlock.
Anu Belore Delana.
I am not asking for your trust. I am telling you to leave my office, lest I inform the guards of your burglary. Whether or not you choose to investigate Aradis yourself thereafter is not my concern. However, I would advise you that Aradis gave you a task that you failed to complete. It may be in your best interest to take care of the situation before he does. He is not known for his benevolence.
We shall not falter. Sinu Amanore.
Sinu Amanore.
We endure.
Glory to the Sindora. With perseverance, strength.
What needs bring you here?
here?
Anubalore della nave.
Anubalore della nave.
What needs bring you here?
Gonna assume you have a particular type of business if you're asking for me by name. So spit it out.
Jaith waves a hand to cut you off as you explain.
All right, Dawnblaze sent you. That means there's a job. Not surprised she doesn't want to dirty her robes coming to the rowers never do. Everyone that high up in Silvermoon backstabs each other. And it's literal. They pay us to do it for them. They get whatever power they're chasing, and we get enough coin to live another week. Whose back is getting a knife this time?
Sun chase your shadows.
A duplicate set of the documents Aradis wanted you to retrieve from Dawnblaze. There are multiple records of fell magic misuse signed by the Silver Moon Guards, each one paired with a receipt of payment from the Magisters for unrelated reasons. The records show the inquiries into Aradis were cancelled shortly after the gold was received each time. Mixed in between are reports of kidnappings from Murder Row. It looks like no investigation was conducted, but the reported locations are suspiciously close to Aradis' study.
Baladash Malam.
He tried to take me last week too. I shanked him in the gut before he ran. I chased him, but his place down by the harbor was warded with fell magic. If Dawnblaze has a way inside, I'll happily finish him off. Aradis gave you his ward breaker? What an idiot. Those get sold on the black market as skeleton keys. Expensive, but you have to attune to, which isn't easy. Looks like yours is empty. We can fix that if we pocket a few magic valuables around the city. My buddy upstairs can disenchant them and get that ward breaker juiced with fell magic. Aradis won't have anywhere to hide them.
Are you planning a purchase?
Looking to upgrade your armor or weapons? We have many artisans who can aid you.
May my goods serve you well.
The skies called to...
Champion.
You are just in time.
You're just in time. I was exchanging research notes with the artisans here in Silvermoon all day. Did you know they can infuse weapons and armor with the power of the dawn itself? Fascinating! I've been itching to put some of these new techniques to the test. Bring me a piece of adventurer equipment, and I'll let you know what we need to make it more powerful. There should be plenty of people in Silvermoon and beyond willing to reward you with some adventurer equipment in exchange for your aid.
This piece of equipment will be perfect. I can help you make this more powerful, but we'll need some regents.
Using what I've learned from Silvermoon's artisans, Kuzulf and I can infuse your gear with additional power. Powerful equipment requires Dawn Crests to upgrade it to its full potential. These crests are rewarded through many different activities. Dawn Crests have 5 tiers, and more dangerous tasks reward you with higher tier crests. Adventurer Dawn Crests are the lowest tier, but still quite powerful. Bring me 30 Adventurer Dawn Crests, and we can help you upgrade your gear further.
Honoria Sholar. My goods are one of a kind. Return when you need more. Glory to this.
We endure.
This is the easy part.
Nice and clean. I've been stealing to make ends meet since I was a kid, but I don't get a partner in crime very often.
What?
I told Xanian here the whole story. He's been training warlocks for a long time, Q, and if anyone hates sloppy ones, it's him. He's confident he can get the Wardbreaker recharged. Follow his instructions, and we should be good to head out afterward.
Baladash Malanore.
That staff should be able to break this ward now.
I'll be surprised if Aradis isn't already holed up here. But if he isn't, I'm sure we'll see him soon. Wards this fancy always have alms woven into them. Can you hear that? It sounds like it's coming from downstairs. The last kidnapping from the row was pretty recent. This could be where he's been keeping the people he took. My people. My friends. Even if Aradis doesn't show his face, we're not letting him keep them here. Bring this ward down. We're going in.
The individual you sent did not complete the task, but I am benevolent. You will have your payment regardless. Return to me. I have additional use for you.
She's already gone. I know her brother. I'll make sure she gets returned to him. But first, we'll make Aradis bleed. I know all of these people. They're workers, not fighters. Aradis went after the ones who couldn't fend him off. That's why he ran when realized he picked the wrong target. After the trouble we've made, there's no way he doesn't know we're here. Be on guard. Once he shows his face, he's dead. The row will always be in danger, so long as Silvermoon turns a blind eye to us. But for now, we're a little safer. Good riddance. Everyone out here should be fine. Sarvi, I'll get her back to the row. If we leave her here, the guards will just have the body Torathis, but I'm sure they won't. Come on, let's go talk to Dawnblaze and get our payment. I remember where her office is.
We endure. Sunwell's glory shine on you. With perseverance.
It was a pleasure working with you, champion.
Sinu Amanore.
Of all the times to have an issue with the runestone crystal supplies, what are those imbecile magisters doing? And of course, all responsibility falls on Terrell. Oh, my apologies. How long have you been standing there? Most certainly. I have the incredibly important and delightful job of ensuring the logistics of delivering the proper arcane crystals to each runestone. However, with the strain the light bloom is having on each site, supplies are running thin. And yet, despite that, those bloody magisters...
Terrell pinches his nose and frowns before recomposing himself.
Please ignore my cry for help. It is merely the way I cope with the stresses of the job.
We shall not falter. Baladash.
The wards on the runestones weaken by the hour. Without fresh arcane charged crystals, the light bloom will gain ground. I know this is not your burden to bear, as you have much more to handle. But if you could see these supplies delivered, it would mean more than I can say. Will you lend your strength to this task, for the sake of all who call this place home?
We endure.
Please pardon the dust. Efforts to restore the spire to be a defensible camp have been less than effective. Still, we continue on.
Ah, you're the one who brought the supplies. My thanks. The wards are stable now. However, there's another task here that could use your attention. The nearby runestone has gone dark, and the light bloom is on its way. I can't hold this ground alone. Help me set the weapons, line up the potions, and get our supplies in order. We'll meet that growth with discipline and precision and send it back in pieces.
With perseverance, strength.
Good work. Now for the hard part. Brace yourself, the time is upon us. Hold the line and keep them from reaching the runestone at all costs. I'll focus on restoring its power, but I need you to protect me and everyone here. Are you ready?
With perseverance, strength. The
runestone hums with power again thanks to you. You have my appreciation.